Welcome back to Gossip and Guidance with your host, ohmadahi. From wherever you're watching or listening, thank you so much for being here. Hey, and the co-host is back.
Yo sé que me extrañaban, yo sé, pero es que las tenía que hacer sufrir poquito. I had to let you suffer without me a little bit, you know? I know it was a rough month without me, but
Ella sabe, chica, que le extrañaron.
Ya tú sabes, vos. Ya tú sabes.
Oh,
Wow.
my gosh. I'm glad to have you back. I missed you too. Yes. We're back and better. And
dude.
So are we gonna tell them what's the news? And everybody's all asking what the news is.
Do we tell them the news?
Do we tell you guys the news?
Nah.
You guys gotta wait a little longer. Chismosas.
You guys gotta wait a little longer for the news, for those of you.
But we do want to tell you guys. We do really want to tell our people for sure. We just want everything to be good before we share our excitement with the rest of you guys. I know that Cyrus' little video, we hyped it up a little bit.
I know.
But it's okay. That's our excitement, and we share everything with you guys. So why not share our excitement with you guys, right?
Yeah. Whether it's a little or small, like we always have to celebrate our accomplishments. And I think I posted the video because I was live when we got the good news, you know?
Yeah.
So it kind of just like, it flew. And then after I posted it, I was like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have posted it.
I know, dude, because hella people are freaking hitting us up, like asking what's the news. And for me, at least I speak for myself on this, it kind of sucked because like I wanted to tell my friends, you know, because it wasn't just anybody that was hitting me up. It was my close friends that were asking, and I wanted to share this with them. But again, we just want everything to be good before we even share the news, porque qué tal si no pasa nada, and then al último, pues, we're over here like avisamos por nada, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when people announce that they're pregnant after their first trimester, because again, you never know what can happen in that first trimester. It's kind of like that in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to make sure everything is set in stone before we go open our mouths. Let's just say that. Y luego, también hay gente que nada más is just wishing bad, you know, like upon us, and we don't even realize it. So let's just now allow those people to jinx our
que nos echen un ojo, pues.
Ajá. Que no nos echen ojo, pues, chica, pues. Ya tú sabes, vos. Like, what the fuck? Gotta protect peace, repent.
Cruz. Yeah. I mean, but we will share it soon. Yeah. Of course, we gotta tell our family and friends first, and then our público.
Yeah.
But, so, give us an update. What happened? I thought you were gonna go back to work. She said, psych.
Fuck.
Let us know. What happened there, little lady?
Did I speak about it on here before?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. But for those of you guys who don't know, let me catch you up to speed. Your girl was going to go back to the 8 to 5 life, you know? What started this initially was the fact that our little site, TikTok, was banned. Supposedly.
Oh yeah, that I was gonna go back. It's when the whole like, they're banning TikTok, they're banning it. So obviously, like,
they're banning it, and so when I heard that, I was like, well, I need to go back to work. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting here in limbo just hoping and praying. Like, your girl got bills to pay, you know. So I took initiative, and it just so happened that I logged in onto my LinkedIn profile. And I saw that my previous employer, the one that I first quit back in 2021, my previous employer was hiring, okay? So my dumbass goes and messages the person. I was like, hire me, because I used to work with her, you know, like, so, and she knows that I play around too much, but I actually meant it. I was like, hire me, playing around, but like meaning it. And she was like, bet, like, send me your resume. From one day to another, I was like, oh crap, you know, like, como queriendo pero no queriendo. And I sent her my resume, and then the following day I was in an interview, and then the following day it was like, we want you, but we gotta do a background check.
Everything was like happening fast.
It was happening so quick. And keep in mind, the first time who my boss was supposed to be, the first time she messaged me, I kind of ignored it, and I thought me by ignoring it, it was gonna be like I already lost the opportunity. But then she sent me a follow-up message, and I was like, you know what, like, it's there for me, why not, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I proceeded. I went into the interview. I did my background check. I went to like 3 different drug screenings because I kept having it like I watered down pee or whatever. Cause
it was diluted.
It kept coming up as diluted, and they wouldn't take that for an answer. Like, it was a no. And they had told me, like, after the second time that I tested, they were like, oh, if you don't pass this one, and if it says diluted, like, unfortunately, due to company policies, like, you cannot be hired. And I was like, bet. Okay. I go into my 3rd drug screening, and it was still diluted. So then they called me up, and they're like, hey, like, is there any reasons why this might be diluted? Like, you do know that in the state of California, marijuana is actually legal.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, there's no way, señora. I was like denying that shit to the core, right? And she was like, okay, well, what, like, she's like, do you take any, like, medication that could have triggered it?
Yeah,
or like
some medications
like
can, yeah.
I was like, no. And I gave her like my spill, how I drink a lot of water. I'm a very active person. I take supplements, and that's it, right? And then she was like, oh, let me talk to upper management and see what we can do for you, because the team really wants you. This is me speaking to corporate, right? And I was like, oh shit, the team really wants me. Dude, they called me back the next day, and they're like, you got the job. You start on this day, on a Tuesday, which happened to be the Tuesday after Houston. We landed back from Houston on Monday. And I'm telling you, the whole weekend I was like thinking about work. Like, I kept thinking like, oh fuck, I can't believe I have to go back to work.
Yeah, she had to go to work that literally the next day. And it was because we flew from LA, and we still had to drive home, so it's not just a plane ride. And the fact that we were running on no sleep, first of all, like, yeah, Texas, we didn't sleep, okay? Like, we were running on no sleep. We literally got to the airport on 0 sleep. And we couldn't really sleep in the airplane. It was hard. And then to still drive back from LA, we were tired.
The drive was, we felt miserable. We had to do a little stops and nap. We stopped at one point. I napped. And then I took it from there. But then I was still dozing off. So we pulled over. We swapped. And then Hiromi was dozing off, so then we swapped again. Like, it was just
it was horrible.
It's a horrible drive back.
And luckily, I was smart enough, and I was like, I'm not going to work until Wednesday. Like, because we got back Monday, huh? I was like, I need Tuesday to rest. So I didn't have to go back to work the next day. That whole day, I literally was off. But she was supposed to start this job.
And I was already hired on, which, by the way, whenever I did interview, I did throw out the dates that I needed. I did throw it out, but since I was new already, and I was already asking for that Friday and that Monday, I didn't want to add an extra day. So I was going to just tough it up. I was going to tough it out and like just pull through for my first day on the Tuesday. Tuesday came along, right? And I got up and I was like...
She did, dude. She got up because I remember like her getting up, but I was too tired. I was just like, okay, like she's getting ready to go to work. Like, cool. And I just went back to bed. Like, I kind of seen her up, and then that's it. Closed my eyes.
I did. And I honestly... I was getting up and I just couldn't believe it that I was going back to that place that I said I would never go back to that place. And like, I started getting like the flashbacks of like the stuff that I hated while I was in there. And the main one was that I used to wear flats when I was there. And like, it's very like you're supposed to wear like business casual outfits. So I was like, trying to figure out what outfit I was gonna wear. And for those of you guys who don't know, I have like a little identity issues when it comes to like a work environment. Like, I'm too like afraid of going as me, like as with men clothing or like men's shoes, whatever, like as a business professional, right? Casual. But I also don't like the women, like the little cute blouses that, for work and stuff, the flats. I didn't want to do that. The other thing was that there was going to be a lot of days that I needed to request off. And the first 3 months, you can't be doing that shit, Like, you can't be like, oh, by the way, I need this, I need this, I need this. So then next week, I would have had to request again Friday, Monday, Tuesday as a new employee. You know what I mean? It was going to be bad. And then June, I was going to have to request that Thursday for the girls and for the girls' locker room at 3:40, June 14.
Girl, remember, we're hosting a club on June 12th, save the day, and it's a meet and greet this time.
So that would have been, I would have had to request Thursday, Friday, and then go back to work Monday. It was just going to be too many days that I was going to need to request time off of, that I didn't want to actually waste their time.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be like, whoa, girl, like, well, you're still in your 3-month probation and you're requesting all these days. Like, you can't be doing that. So I was like, okay, I know I felt really, really bad. I felt like I wasted their time, their money, because the drug screenings 3 times, like, I'm assuming they paid out of pocket for that stuff. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to save them from like wasting their time with like the orientation, the onboarding, the paperwork, the everything, feeling like settled in. And then here goes Syra, like, I'm sorry, like, I know you're counting on me, but I got to blast this day out of the week, you know? It just felt like, no, I'm not.
So then, let me pause right there because I'm going to tell you my POV before.
Okay.
So then I wake up and I'm in bed. I requested this day to relax because, you know, usually when you're home, you're like, oh, I got to get up because I got to clean because I got to do this. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm tired. I just got back from traveling. I took today off specifically to rest. So I'm going to rest. So it's like probably like 9 something. And I texted Syra, I was like, how's it going? Because mind you, I wake up and she's not next to me. And I remember waking up early in the morning and seeing her like getting ready for work. So in my mind, she gone, right? So she's not in bed with me. So I just text her saying, how's it going? I kind of just put my phone down and I kind of tossing and turning. I'm trying to force myself to get back to sleep. And then I can't, but then I'm just laying there, you know, I'm just laying in bed. And I don't feel Gru. And Gru will be in bed with me. Like, he loves to
cuddle.
Look where he's at right now. If you're watching on YouTube, he is on Syra's lap. But say Syra was standing up, he's gonna come and lay down here. Mm-hmm. Or say I'm in bed and Syra's downstairs, he's gonna be upstairs. Or vice versa, right? He just loves to like cuddle. And he wasn't cuddling, so I was like, where is Gru? So that's really what like worried me. And that's what made me get up. Because I was like, why is Gru not in bed with me? So I was like, let me go look for him. I was like, is he scared?
Because he also gets seizures, so he could have been having like a seizure downstairs.
So then I was like, okay, let me go look for him. Girl, I go downstairs looking for my baby doggy. My baby doggy starts barking. He is on the couch. And then I see him pinche bultón right there with hella blankets. And I'm like, what the fuck? And
your baby girl.
And then my baby girl's there, dude. Then my baby girl pops her head up. And I'm like, what the fuck? This girl was sleeping on the couch. Well, that's why he was on the couch.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was already like gonna start getting dressed. But
no, and I was like, oh, hell no, Syra. I texted you how it was going.
She was like, you called off on your first day of work.
I was like, she called off on her first day. Dude. But what happened? So then let us know how you got there to the couch,
I
girl.
ended up deciding, I was like, you know what? Like, I feel very bad that I did waste their time. Like, it feels bad, but I can stop it here, you know? Like, let me not waste more of their time. Because at the end of the day, let's be real. It is not going to, like, that job was not going to be my career job. It is not. You guys know that my passion is in social media, and like I wasn't gonna last long. Like, I was going in with the mentality of like, I'm gonna work till the end of the year. So I was like, you know, I like let them find somebody who like is gonna be there for the long run, that they don't have to worry about that person like leaving, like a more reliable person, I would say. So I ended up sending an email, and like it was the worst. Like, it just felt so shitty typing the email, to be honest. I felt
dude,
really,
I got secondhand embarrassment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, she did. She, you know, me got secondhand embarrassment. But I just sent an email. I was like polite. I was telling them thank you, like, because they did a lot for me. They really did.
And that's why I think, because not just because like she knew 2 other girls that were really fighting for her. Like, she knew them and she was cool with them, and like she was like in bad terms with them, and they really fought for her. They even went above management. That's why they let the diluted pass. And so like the fact that they fought for her to be there, and then she literally does them dirty on like, their first day,
on the day that I was supposed
that's
to
why I kind of got secondhand embarrassment, because I felt bad for those girls that really fought for her. Not for the company, but for them, you know?
Me, it was literally for the department manager, which was supposed to be her. Sorry, Katie, if you're hearing this. I felt bad for her because I know she vouched for me. She had vouched for me too, like for them to want me there, and like for her to even want me there too, like because I used to work with her when the year that I quit, she was there for like it was her first or second year, and now she's a manager there. So like for her to vouch for me like that, like obviously like I felt really, really bad doing that to her. Yeah, so I did. I typed in an email. I said thank you, I apologize, and I pretty much said unforeseen circumstances, and yeah, I called it a day. I locked my phone and I went to sleep. That's what happened. Literally.
And how come you went to sleep in the couch and not in the bed back with me? Excuse
me? Vergüenza, girl. I didn't want to go over there y que tú me regañaras for not going. I wanted to sleep. I didn't want to hear it. I was like, I know I fucked up maybe, but like I'm going back to bed. I had vergüenza, girl. Like it's not something I'm proud of.
I had vergüenza, like if I wasn't gonna see her, like we don't live in the same spot.
At least you weren't gonna like wake up and like tell me shit and then like que se me vaya el sueño. Get me? Like I was like, I'm too tired. I'm gonna crash right here. Yeah, so that's what happened with the job. If any of the employees that work there at the moment is seeing this, I just want to say I felt really bad and I'm truly, truly sorry. But at the end of the day, I didn't waste a lot of your
time. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, honestly, I would have probably been an unreliable employee with the amount of times that I would have needed to take time off work to do social media stuff, which is where my passion is at. So,
which is the reason why you quit in the first place, to focus more on it and to have more time for social media.
That was the reason why I quit in the first place. Well, they didn't give me a raise.
Not this job, but I'm saying like the previous your job after this one.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
that's the catch up on homegirl here, not showing up to her calling in on her first day of work.
Let me tell you what we're gonna do this weekend, though. You're gonna see this after this weekend.
Yeah.
So when you're seeing this, we just got back to California yesterday.
Yes.
Wait. Yeah, because they see it on a Wednesday. We got back to California.
It's
Monday.
We get back Monday.
Yeah. We got back to California 2 days ago on Monday. But we are going to Arizona for a 24-hour live stream with Miriam and Danny for Vibin Podcast.
For Vibin Podcast with Miriam or Danny and Miriam or Danny or whatever.
Miriam hit us up. Miriam and Danny called us and they were like, hey, like we're thinking of doing this. It's going to be you guys and other creators.
Are you guys down or
what? Are you guys down to fly out here? We'll get you guys your hotel. They got an Airbnb for us and like other creators that are gonna be there. And we're gonna go. We're not gonna be on the stream for 24 hours.
It's up to us.
Oh, it's up to us.
But we have segments. We had segments. So like, obviously they have a thing for each influencer. Which we haven't even thought about games.
No, they said to take the circle one with the alphabet.
Okay. Yeah, so we're in charge of, for example, we're in charge of games. Everybody, they assign something for each person. But it's going to be a 24-hour stream. And obviously, it's up to us. Like, if we want to stay longer, it's just up to us. We're just going to go with the flow.
And wherever they want us in that moment. We're there for them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but we're excited. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was so much fun. No, but you're going to be hearing this after we come back. But this is our thoughts before we go. We are excited to go. It's something different. You know, we never done something like this, especially like social media wise. And to meet other creators and be able to collab with them and get to know other people. Social media has a lot of connections. And that's what it's about. It's about getting connected and what is it called? And getting to know people, you know? Like Miriam, it's crazy how like we're friends with Miriam now and we literally met her through TikTok.
Yeah.
You know? And other people too that we're friends
and
with.
Also we've never been to Arizona, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, and we've never been to Arizona. We always wanted to. And I feel that we've been going to these places that we've been wanting to go, but we've been going that we don't have time to explore.
Like, you know, what it has to offer.
Yeah. Like, we go because we have something going on, but we don't go to really explore that, which that's something I do want to do. But, yeah, girl, we'll see how hot Arizona is already in March.
I have a question. Can you guys answer it for me in the comment box below, please?
What's your question, girl?
My question is, I don't know if you guys know, but Syra here likes to collect mugs from Starbucks, specifically the Been There series. And every state that I go to or every new place that I go to, I used to get a new mug, right?
Yeah, because you didn't get one for Texas.
However, we're boycotting that bitch, right? So we were at Texas and I was like, babe, I really want my mug, but I don't know if we can have Starbucks.
She already got started on the collection like a long time ago. Like,
yeah, when we started dating pretty much.
Yeah, when we started dating. So she already has a lot of mugs. So she's like, should I continue it or like
I was like, mientras que no tome su café todos los días de aquí, because if you guys know me from my employment days, you know damn well I had my little Starbucks coffee every day in the morning. I was ranting in my car. Y'all know. So I don't do that anymore. I don't drink coffee. I'd rather make it here. But I was like, do you guys give me permission to get my Been There series, or do you think I should just do absolutely not? Just cut it complete. Let me know in the comments box below. I would like to know your input. What would you do if you were in my shoes? Your
input, eh? Don't come and bash her. Your input.
Yeah, your input. That's...
Yeah.
Anyways, should we get into the forums?
Yeah.
What's your update? Like,
I don't have an update, chica.
What's going on in your life over there?
Well, let me tell you guys. I've been going through a lot lately. You know, like, it's just been a lot on my mind. Like, I've been so stressed as fuck because life is getting carísima as fuck.
Yeah.
Life is getting carísima as fuck. I've been very stressed. I'm the type of person that when I get stressed, I get overwhelmed and no quiero hacer nada.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally that kind of person.
Bitches.
And I just bitch and no quiero hacer nada. I get too overwhelmed that I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I hate myself for that. But anyways, todo bien. Other than that, aquí nomás viviendo la vida, disfrutándolo con mi vieja. I'm sorry that I really haven't been on the lives, guys. I kind of just been doing my own thing. Syra go lives when I need to go to the gym. It's because I have been having a hard time waking up to even go to the gym at 5 a.m.
It's because Hiromi's not a morning person.
I am not a morning person.
It is what it is. She's a night owl.
But once I get started going at 5 a.m., I will continue that. But once I stop, it's hard for me to jump back on that 5 a.m. boat. But I know that I have to do it, and I really have to try again this week because that's what works for our schedule. Like, if I don't go to the gym in the morning, I have to go at 9. That's when we usually go live. So I kind of been missing in action, and I'm sorry for that.
But it's okay. I feel like obviously you guys don't have this perspective, but from my perspective, whenever you guys saw us the most consistent, which was the ending of last year, we were the most consistent, but I can tell you...
Also the beginning of last year.
Last year we were really consistent, I think. We were locked in, lives, this and this and that. December, obviously, we were popping out content left and right. But you know what? We were the most unhealthiest. Because we literally wouldn't go to the gym. We would eat whatever we could eat just so that we can have enough time for the video, or sometimes we would like specifically do certain things because for the video or something like that. So I feel like when you see us missing in action is more of, or specifically Romy, because I have more time in my hands, Romy still goes to her 8 to 5. When you see her missing in action, it's because she's actually working on herself. And it's not a bad thing, guys. It's not a bad thing. So don't get mad at her.
Don't get mad at me, please. No. La vida, las quiero mucho. But I'm still here.
Yeah, I notice it. Like, she gets home from work and she still tries to hit the gym. And obviously, like, I want her life with me. But if I was in her shoes, the last thing I would want to do is go live. I would just want to get home, eat, watch my little show, go to the gym, and crash. Or watch the show before going to bed. Because it's a lot. Pero sí se puede. Like, if we...
Sí se puede. And we're going to be here and it's okay. Maybe later on in the future I can quit. Pero yo también me tengo que poner las pilas. We'll figure it out, guys.
Miriam told Hiromi, you can be an influencer if you wanted to, but you don't post videos. She's under her voice.
Me regañó, dude. Me regañó.
Yeah, la regañó. Todos la regañamos. Little water break.
All right, guys. Well, let's get started into these stories because I'm sure we have quite a few. We haven't read a story in a while, so let's see what the co-host picks, dude.
Before we move on, though, I do want to give a special shout out to Santos. Because...
Oh, don't cry, Santos.
I start crying. Nah, though. I want to give a special shout out to Santos. Santos, if you're listening, I just want to say thank you. Specifically to you, because whenever we are lives and we're battling, we recently started battling a lot more often. And Santos literally carries a team. Santos, you don't always have to let me win, okay? You feel free to let me lose. Feel free to let me lose. Si tú me miras ahí llorando que send gifts, ignore. You can ignore. Es puro show, you know what I mean? So I give you permission to ignore it, Santitos, but I also want to thank you for always
being here for us, too.
So you're always here for us, dude. So much that Miriam me quiere bajar, te quiere robar. Miriam te quiere robar, Santos. Cuidado, eh? Let me find out.
Cuidado tú, que te lo van a quitar.
Don't go cheating on me tampoco, okay? I don't give you that many permissions, Santos. No,
but really, thank you for always being there for us.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of you guys, but like
there's
Santo,
a lot, but
carries a team. Y'all know the real ones here know who Santos is.
Okay, lleva y se va. 27.
Corre y se va.
Oh, corre y se va. 27 years old. Okay, I want to be anonymous. Okay.
Does it say who it is?
No, it doesn't say.
Okay.
But I think some people maybe, just in case. It says, am I the bad person for growing to resent my in-laws? My girlfriend 27 and I 26 have been dating each other for close to 3 years now, and we have been living together for 2 years.
So together 3 years, living together 2 years.
2 years. And she resents her in-laws.
Okay.
So for as long as I can remember, I have never been to my in-laws' home. Never have been welcomed into their home, holidays, birthdays, special occasions. I'm just not allowed there. They welcome my partner, which I'm so supportive that they still love her and are always there when she needs them. But I still can't shake the feeling of not being welcome into the family. My girlfriend doesn't do a lot to get things moving because she is terrified of making her mom uncomfortable. I have cried to her. We've argued. We have almost broken off our relationship due to the fact that I don't see any progression with my in-laws. I love my girlfriend and I'd love to eventually marry her and start a family with her, but I can't shake the feeling of not being part of her family. My family adores her and welcomes her with loving arms. They have never neglected her being a part of our family time. I'm just confused. What tips do you give me? How can I go about this situation without damaging my relationship or my in-laws' relationship with my girlfriend? Please help. She's a Libra, and topics to talk about: relationships and family, how to handle both.
I'm gonna let you take this one.
I was gonna say, girl, I was prepared for this one. Like, yes. As I was reading
I'm gonna
it,
put my opinion, but I'm gonna let her take it.
As I was reading it, I was like, the way the shoes are fitting, not in a way of like Hiromi's family, no. But that's the same problem that I had. But just put it this way, I was your girlfriend. I was in the shoes where my family loved me and I was welcome to be at their house. No questions asked, type vibes for family functions, holidays. The doors were always open for me, but never for the person that I was dating. And you said to give tips or advice or whatever. I'm not saying you need to do this, but I'm saying it's the best route and that's the best thing that I could have ever done. Me, myself, as the partner of the people that I date, I wanted to give that to them. Like, specifically when I met Hiromi, because I saw how much family mattered to her and how open her family it was to me, or us in general, us being together. So I saw that and I was like, shit, like, started shaking in my boots, guys, because I was like, oh fuck, like, Hiromi is a family-oriented person, and like, I think within the first year, like, you were questioning, right, about like family or something.
I can't even remember. It's been like 7 years.
It's been a long time. But what I ended up doing was I didn't cut ties completely with my own family, but I did distance myself. I distanced myself to a point where holidays, I wouldn't even make it to their house because if my partner can't go, I'm not going to go either. I basically put it that way. So I would end up spending holidays with the person that I was dating. And I say the person that I was dating because thankfully when I started dating Hiromi, like, things started shifting for me, and that's when I started giving less fucks and like, you either take it as it is and that's it pretty much. But during those 5 years, where it was 5 long years that I was distanced with my family, and I think that at the end of the day, it's up to your girlfriend to give you your spot, like to give you if she sees this with you on a long run, se tiene que amarrar el huevo, make her mom uncomfortable, make her family uncomfortable, or cut ties with them so that they can see that she's serious about her relationship and who the person she's in love with now, creating a future with.
No, I have always said, you have to make them uncomfortable until they become comfortable.
Yeah.
Because if you if she keeps, I know it's not you, but if your girlfriend keeps babying her parents, they're never gonna grow. They're never gonna move on from this and be able to accept her fully, because that's not accepting her. Mm-mm. They don't fully accept her.
They don't respect her.
They don't respect her, because if they respected her, they will respect her wishes and decisions and the person who she loves. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, if you really want your kid to be happy, their partner, it's a huge part of their happiness. Mm-hmm. So it's a thing that she has to do on her own. Like, she has to put her foot down, you know what I mean? Or not go around. And I get it that she might be a family person and that it might bother her, but you have to amarrarte los huevos and, like, in a way, like, teach them a lesson. Mm-hmm. And if they don't learn, if they never come around, well, that's unfortunate for them. But at the end of the day, you guys have to create your own life. So your happiness matters. I understand that parents gave us life. Parents are there for us, no matter what, or their family, right, their blood. But at the end of the day, they did what they wanted with their life. It's your turn to do what you want with your life. You're not always going to be under your parents' wing, right? So sometimes you just have to take that leap in life. But it's up to your girlfriend if she wants to do that. And I feel like it's affecting your guys' relationship. Yeah. And so then it's also up to you, how long are you willing to wait? You already did it for 3 years. Are you willing to do 2 more years? Are you willing to do 5 more years? You know, it just depends. What are you willing to, how much are you willing to wait? Are you going to give her more time for her to, like, put her foot down with her parents? Or have you guys discussed this? Like, these are questions that I have because I can't give the best advice, because I don't know what you guys have talked about. I don't know if you have told her how you felt. Like, hey, you know what? This is really affecting me in our relationship. Like, we really need to start making some changes here. It doesn't have to go from 0 to 100. It does not have to go, but it needs to start slowly. Maybe like one family gathering you go to and you don't go to the next one, and then little by little, and just start, like, getting them used to you. Yeah. They're never going to fully accept it because your girlfriend is shielding them.
Let me tell, obviously every parent, every situation is different. So we can't tell you do this and do that. Yeah. But I can tell you what happened to me. I came out. My parents were the type that were like, nope, that's not okay. But they love me. So they never shut down their doors for me completely. But they also never welcomed the person that I was dating. Before you know me, I was in a serious relationship. I was even...
Serious?
I was even...
She thinks she had something serious
I thought I had something, right? So we were even living together, right? And during that time, I chose to distance myself because at the end of the day, yeah, I could go over my parents' house, but, like, can they ask me, like, what's going in my life, you know? And if they do ask me what's going on in my life, I have to kind of, like, oh, you know, it's good, because guess what? I can't really talk about the person that I'm dating, you know? Like, I can't share, like, oh, yes, me and so, we did this, or, like, me and so, we went to buy our first Christmas tree. Like, you know, stuff like that I couldn't do. So either way, it was uncomfortable for me.
It's like you're just existing around your parents, but they don't really know you.
You're just going because it's your parents and there's love, but they don't know you like that. Yeah. That's how I felt. I felt like, oh, I love my parents, they love me, I'm just gonna go. And then I'm there and I feel kind of like the outsider. Like, I don't really belong because they, at the end of the day, they know my lifestyle and, like, yeah, they love me, but they don't respect me. So it was just weird vibes. So I honestly stopped going around for the most part. I'm not saying, like, I completely shut him off. I didn't. I would visit every now and then. but it got to the point where I was choosing holidays with my partner and her family because it was more welcoming. It felt more warm. I was with the person that I thought I loved, and like it felt nice. And versus going to my parents kind of felt like a drag. Kind of felt like, here I go, it's my responsibility to love my parents and show up for them, yet they don't love me enough to like not care who I date. So that went along for like 5 years. That relationship came and left. I ended up dating somebody new, and then with Hiromi, I took a different approach. With Hiromi, I said, let me stop babysitting them. Let me stop doing things to make them feel comfortable. Period, and let me make them uncomfortable.
With Hiromi.
Yeah, with Hiromi. And basically, there was one event, not my mom's event, but it was going to be at my mom's house. But her sister threw a party. And her sister invited me, and her sister told me, bring your partner.
Yeah, because the tias already left me.
I had already came out to the tia. I had already came out to everybody, but like I couldn't really be me because my parents weren't cool, My tia told me, bring your partner, and I really did. But my mom had told me, like, you can be gay, but not inside my household. So I was like, ugh, and it's gonna, esa pinche party va a ser en la casa de mi mamá, and I can't be a jota that day, dude. No, but I ended up texting my mom, and I was like, hey, just to let you know, I'm gonna go to the party. My tia invited me. Hiromi, she knew I was dating Hiromi because it wasn't a secret. Hiromi's gonna go with me, and all I ask is that you're not rude. Just respect. All I wanted was respect. Please don't be rude. Mind you, this is years after, like, of a battle with her,
This is years after she came out. When she says battles, when she came out, doesn't mean with me. She had dated him like a year.
Yeah, I had just been with her a year.
When this happened.
But me and my battle had been for so long that, like, ya estaba harta. So I was like, please just respect. Just respect it. Like, I don't ask you to be her best friend. I'm not asking you to, like, cater to her or anything. Just respeto, un saludo, un hi, bye, yeah, I'm happy, right?
And what is she saying? Did she say anything?
I honestly don't. I wish I would have saved the messages, but I don't remember. And that day they weren't best friends, but my mom was not rude.
Yeah, no, she wasn't rude. She said hi.
Yeah.
We took a shot together, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Did we? I think so.
I don't know. I just remember
she wasn't rude, though. Nobody was rude.
Nobody was rude.
I didn't have a bad experience. I think everybody was nice.
And that opened the door to other events.
Yeah.
And the other events is where kind of that they became closer. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then it was Easter, and then I think Easter was the one where I became closer to them.
It was Easter.
So Easter is really important to me and Syra. Mm-hmm. So like every Easter, it's a must. We spend it with her family.
With my family, yeah.
It's a thing.
It kind of works out because Hiromi's family doesn't really go all hard for Easter.
Yeah, my family doesn't really go. But last year we did spend it with my family, no? Mm-hmm. Last year we did spend it with my family, but
because Lupita did something.
Because our cousin Lupita did something, and we wanted my nephew to be around his other little cousins because he has no kids his age over here in town. So we just wanted to be with the family, but for the most part we're always with Syra's family. Mm-hmm. And I enjoy it. I love spending time with her family, even if we're absolutely doing nothing because her family doesn't do much,
Yeah, that's one thing. Hiromi's very family oriented, and that's something that I was never. And I think it was part of like growing up always being like regañada, and I am the oldest, so it was like it was a little like environment, debatable. It was not a bad environment, but it's just I didn't have a relationship. Like I was hiding most of my life.
Like she didn't have that connection.
I didn't have a connection. My connection started when I started dating ohrommmy.
When she started dating this hot ass Haina dude. But
honestly,
was I scared? I wasn't. But Syra, I think, was trying to keep it cool. But
yeah,
it's just the way that she was acting. No, she didn't tell me none of this. She did not tell me. She just said, we're going to my family party. And I was like, okay. And the thing that I was a little nervous was like, it was going to be my first time meeting her mom and dad. But I wasn't scared. I was nervous. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to be myself. And I have always been myself. And I think
that's what it is.
Because like, I went straight for hugs, and I went straight to saying hi, and like Carla chismeando with her tias, and like, so I wasn't scared. I was happily myself. I didn't try extra hard either. I was literally just myself, but I was nervous.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's normal. You're literally about to meet your partner's parents. So it's normal to feel nervous.
Yeah. So to your point, friend, honestly, it's whatever you allow in that relationship. It's really up to your girlfriend to like give you a spot in her side of the family, give you your place is what I'm saying. Like, because right now it doesn't sound like she's giving you your place. It sounds like you stay home while I go take care of my family, but I'm gonna come back to you.
Yeah.
And it's like
so she's trying to separate two things that are important to her, and that's not gonna work out in the long run.
Not in the long run.
It's not.
Especially if it's already causing arguments for you. Like, I think it comes down to like what you're willing to put up with and for how long, like Hiromi said. And if it's not very long, you kind of have to give an ultimatum. Like, hey, like, obviously your girlfriend's not gonna change her parents' minds like this, but you can maybe you'll be able to notice the effort that your girlfriend is putting. And honestly,
they may never change their mind, right? But your girlfriend, you'll never know unless your girlfriend tries.
Yeah, and as long as the effort is there, then maybe it's a peace of mind for you that she's trying, you know. But just know that it's not going to be easy for your girlfriend. Like, it takes a mental toll. Like, it hurts, you know, when you're like talking to your parents and like all they're doing is talking shit about the partner you're dating or about the ways you choose to live life, when you're really and realistically not hurting anybody but just loving somebody that's the same sex. Blows my mind, but it is what it is. She's a Libra.
But again, it's a conversation that I, like Sarah said, like have with your partner, and just let her know how you're feeling and be like, I don't know how much longer I can't be like this. And like you're saying, it's not like you're gonna force your parents to, but like start making them uncomfortable until they get comfortable. And if they never do, then you know at least she tried. And then that's another conversation you guys should have if you're willing to have a long-term relationship and not be part of her family at all. At the end, that would be a choice for you to make too, but she needs to try out first, right?
Yeah.
But whatever happens, friends, I mean, I wish you guys both the best. I hope that you guys can figure this out and work through it, and I hope her parents do come around. That would be beautiful, of course. But if it doesn't happen, no te agüites. It's gonna be okay as long as you're happy and your girlfriend is happy and you guys can meet in the middle somewhere or something. Everything will work out one way or another.
Shout out to your side of the family, though.
Yeah, and shout out to your side of the family.
You're lucky, friend, because not everybody has that.
Yeah.
That support.
Yeah. But I wish you guys the best, and thank you so much for sharing this and for asking for our opinion. And I hope that we were some sort of help. Okay, I'm not sure if you're September or October Libra, but here's your horoscope. Today is Sunday, March 9th. So this was your horoscope for that day. It says balance fun with groundedness. That is your tip of the day. And it says today, Libra, the fiery energy of the Leo moon, inspires a sense of creativity and playfulness. You may feel an urge of confidence, encouragement, encouraging you to express yourself more boldly and indulging in activities that bring you joy. This is an excellent day for artistic pursuits, social gatherings, and embracing your unique talents. The Leo moon supports self-expression, making it a great time to showcase your skills and connect with others who appreciate your vibe. As you navigate the day, remember to balance your enthusiasm with a sense of awareness. While it's great to shine, be mindful of those around you, embracing a collaborative spirit that enhances everyone's experience.
Okay. Is it relatable? I don't know.
I don't know if it's relatable or not, because obviously you have more stuff in life going on than this small part of your life. So I don't know if you're a creative person or you have certain unique talents. Like, it's telling you to embrace them, girl. So whatever hobbies you have, whatever thing you like to do, embrace it. And I hope that this horoscope was relatable in some shape, form. But guys, that is it for today. Ahí les tenemos otra historia, otro chisme para la otra. A los mirados para la semana que entra. But yeah, guys, let us know. Sarah asked you guys a question, right? To let her know if she should continue her Bender series. And yeah, we just wanted to catch you guys up on what's been going on in our lives lately. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Y les tenemos más chisme para el otro podcast. Maybe para el otro podcast we can tell you guys.
I was gonna say maybe.
Maybe we can tell you guys the
news.
The news, girl. The news.
I'm excited to tell you guys the news.
Oh, no.
You don't know.
But all right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to Gossip and Guidance. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and let me know what you guys thought about this podcast. Also, follow me on Snapchat. Dude, I've been snappy chatting. I've been getting better. If you want more content from me, it's gonna have to be Snapchat.
Yeah, that's where it's at for her.
That's where it's at for me. But we'll see you guys on the next one.
And don't forget to leave a review if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Hey, boom, bye.